Good afternoon, YouTube. Akira 2805 here. Back again for another exciting segment of my collections of 2012. These little things right here you see in the background. Actually, you can't really see them, can you? There we go. There we go. As of late, I've been asked to do my Kamen Rider collection. I'm like, all right. Sounds like a plan. Ask and you shall receive. I dare not disappoint. Spare no expense. Alright, well, I have a grand total of 10 Kamen Rider figures, each from the individual series that I have seen. I've not seen all of them. There's quite a lot, over 12 I think now. Good Lord. If I'm wrong, sue me. But I do know yeah, there's at least that many. I have watched a grand total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh damn, is that it? I've only watched 3? Oh well. Yes, I've watched 3 full series of Kamen Rider. And they're quite long, actually. Each individual series is quite long. Alright, so let's get on with the show, shall we? Alright, get this chair out of the way here, because I'm going to be needing it to be moved. Alright, here we go. They're not here. What the hell is going on? Oh, wait, what's this? Holy crap, look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is what y'all all came to see. Oh yeah. Way to show it off, huh? With style. Alright, for this little segment I'm going to give you a little preview. All of them together. The next one will be individual segments of each figure. Alrighty then. Next part. Alright. Introducing first. From the Kamen Rider Double Series. Kamen Rider Skull. Alright, next. Kamen Rider Double himself, from the Kamen Rider Double Series, Fang Joker form. For those of you who don't know, Fang Joker is 2 individual forms, Joker being the black side and Fang being the white side. Alright, next. Also from the Kamen Rider Double Series, or rather one of the movies of Kamen Rider Double, the nemesis of Kamen Rider Double, Kamen Rider Eternal. May not look like much, but he proved to be more than a match for Kamen Rider Double in all of his forms. Took everything Double had just to defeat him. And more. Eternal was definitely an opponent not to be taken lightly. he was the badass. Alright, moving on. Here we have also from the Kamen Rider double series, one of the arch nemesis of both Kamen Rider Double and Kamen Rider Axel, but not a Kamen Rider. His name? Weather Dopant, or just Weather. And as his name suggests, he can create and manipulate all forms of weather. You name it. Tornadoes, hurricanes, clouds, lightning, freezing temperatures, you name it. He controls and manipulates them all. What made him very difficult to beat. Kind of hard to beat somebody who can entrap you, or ensnare you in a bubble full of water, making it to where you can't breathe. Cutting off all oxygen in that bubble of water. Alright, moving on. Alright. Here we have also from the Kamen Rider double series. I swear, I got more of the double series action figures than anything else. Just goes to show that was my favorite Kamen Rider series that I saw. Anyway, this is Kamen Rider Axel, partner and Maverick for the first half of the Kamen Rider series after his appearance. He was on a mission to avenge his family, and his anger and rage got the better of him half the time. But a good guy through and through. Excellent partner for Double to have. And this is his first form that he acquires. He has a grand total of 3. And this form allows him to transform into a motorcycle for high-speed chases and rundowns. And his main weapon is the engine blade, which does weigh a lot. So you don't want to be in the way of that thing when he comes swinging at you with it. He also has other abilities and attacks, but I don't want to spoil anything major for those of y'all who have not seen this series. But trust me, it's quite unique. Alright. Moving on to his second form. Alright, second form acquired. Kamen Rider Axel Trial. Now with this form, he lost the ability of transforming into a motorcycle, but that's irrelevant because he's able to move extremely fast and running and attacking wise. I mean, he can deliver 100 kicks or 100 punches to any enemy within seconds. Now, he's also able to use his engine blade, but I think he gets greater speed by kicking / punching an enemy to death. Very awesome to behold. Only problem is, I think he only has a grand total when he goes into. Okay, hang on a second. To punch something or kick something at that speed, he has to go into his maximum drive, which is basically his try not to spoil this without revealing too much. Basically going to maximum power. That's what his maximum drive is, of course. He only has a grand total of 10 seconds to pull it off before it overloads and possibly kills him. I hope that's right. 10 seconds is all he has to perform that kind of attack. Alright. Moving on to Axel's third and final and ultimate form. And here we have Kamen Rider Axel in his ultimate form, Axel Booster. And again, he does not possess the ability of transforming into a motorcycle, nor does he possess the ability of high-speed attack. But he does have the ability for high mobility flight. And it may not look like it, but he has thrusters practically all over his body. Shoulders, chest, back, legs, feet. There's almost no direction that this guy can't travel in while airborne. And you just gotta love that gold finish too. That's just awesome. Alright, moving on. Alright, introducing next from the Kamen Rider Kiva series, Dark Kiva, which is basically just a devilish mirror image of Kiva's ultimate form, which would be his king form, or I'm sorry, emperor form. Well, and king in some respects, but Kiva's emperor form. Dark Kiva pretty much just reflects that as an evil form. As you can see, he has a pretty devilish / vampire look about him. Now, this rider suit did come with a weapon, a sword, but he never used it. He could kick your ass just by using his powers alone. An extremely powerful rider. That's pretty much all he needed to down almost any opponent. Alright, moving on. Alright, here we have from the Kamen Rider Decade series, Kamen Rider Decade himself, the main hero of the story. Now this rider suit had the power of transformation. The ability of transformation came from his belt, known as the Deca Driver, which inserts cards into it. And pretty much he can take on the form of almost any rider that he wanted to, that he had the card to. I mean, yeah, obviously you got to have the card to transform into it. And with transformation, he gets all their attacks and abilities. Truly a unique rider in all respects. Not many riders have that kind of an ability. All right. Next, and finally we have Kamen Rider Zabi from the Kamen Rider Kabuto series. A rider suit developed expressly for close-range combat. No projectile weapons whatsoever, not even a sword. Punches, kicks, elbows, knees, and possibly headbutts if needed. And his main weapon, the Rider's Sting. Really, this suit's strength depended on its user. The stronger and more skilled the user was, the better this suit performed. And it just looks badass with that combined color of silver, gold, and black. It's just awesome. This is my favorite Kamen Rider figure from, or excuse me, just Kamen Rider suit design from Kamen Rider Kabuto. And it's my only one. Alright. And that's almost it, so let's finish wrapping this up, shall we? Whew. Okay, well, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. That's all my Kamen Rider figures, all 10 of them, as promised. Okay, well, hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did. I'm a little tired now from it. Took a little longer than I thought. Whew. Anyway, do comment and let me know if there's anything else y'all like to see. Oh wait, I think there was. I believe a couple of people wanted to see my Predator collection next. I will do that very soon. It won't be as extravagant as that was, because I only have 3 figures and there's really not much to tell about them. Just who they are and where they're from, really, that's about it. But I shall do that next time for y'all. Promise. Alright, well, do comment on this video. Excuse me, videos. There's a lot of them. A lot of segments in this one involved. Do thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, this is Akira 2805 signing off, and thanks for watching.